Hello folks, so we have been following Wuchang pretty intently over the past 3 weeks or so, and I've done my best to shape this channel into a one-stop spot for all Wuchang related news, just like I've done with Kazan, so you know what's in store if you are familiar with the channel already. Anyway, yesterday morning this update was dropped onto Steam, but not on the official Wuchang Discord, which meant it went completely under my radar for most of the day, but it's my own fault and lesson learned. Anyway, we're diving right in, and the announcement goes like this. Dear players, first and foremost, we sincerely apologise for the inconvenience and appreciate everyone for their continued patience and understanding regarding the recent issues surrounding the launch of Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Your experience and feedback is a valuable foundation for our team, and we will provide a comprehensive explanation about the game's content soon. Since the game's launch, we have been closely monitoring all community channels. Every voice from criticism to suggestion has been received, carefully listened to, and actively discussed to find solutions. Below are the planned adjustments that have attracted significant player attention regarding pre-order rewards and future compensation. In the July 25th update, there were errors in distributing and retrieving pre-order rewards, resulting in players not successfully receiving their rewards. We also received feedback that the compensation for Deluxe Edition players was insufficient. As a token of appreciation for your early support and to make amends for this oversight, we will provide additional compensation to all Deluxe Edition owners. For the Steam Deluxe Edition, in addition to the single costume as compensation, there will be 3 extra sets of Deluxe costumes and 4 weapons. And then all Standard and Deluxe Edition holders will obtain 3 headgear items across all platforms. Regarding performance and game optimization, we will continue to optimize performance issues and will keep adjusting the game based on your suggestions, such as difficulty levels and boss encounters in upcoming patches. And here is a preview of our recent optimization efforts. Fix crashes across different devices, improve frame rates and reduce lag on certain graphics cards, optimize default settings for some graphics cards, correct the speed of getting up after being knocked down, reduce damage and the number of some traps, lower impact resistance of certain low-level monsters, reduce exploration pressure within some areas, fix issues caused by missing items leading to quest interruption, improve AI logic for monsters and bosses, enhance texture quality in low-resolution areas, and improve asset detail and precision within some regions. We deeply value every player's support and encouragement. We are actively reflecting on our workflows and striving to improve our capabilities to deliver higher quality services more efficiently. We ask for your patience as we tackle these optimizations step by step, and we hope that one day both our work and our team will prove worthy of your expectations. Sincerely, the Wuchang Fallen Feathers team. Now, starting from the top, it's nice to see them accept responsibility for the messy launch instead of blaming issues on anything but themselves, and it's nice to see they are being vocal about receiving feedback and working on fixing the issues, which should be a given regardless of them confirming it or not, but it is nice to see nonetheless. As for the compensation, I honestly think this might be a problem here. They've essentially said that players who own the Deluxe Edition on Steam will receive 4 unique armor sets and 4 weapons that all players on consoles will never receive, albeit this is compensation for issues that affected Steam players specifically, but I think making any content exclusive to only one platform is likely to ruffle some feathers, regardless of the reasoning why. As a console gamer myself, it doesn't feel great that they've just announced content I likely won't ever be able to experience, although all platforms do get 3 new headpieces. This reminds me of Kazan and its Pathfinder Pack update, which gave players 2 new armor sets, 6 new haircuts, and an entirely new hood, but only if you had purchased the game between launch and June 24th. But all players received the female model for Kazan for free, and I still very much get comments complaining about the Pathfinder pack on my Kazan videos. It doesn't sit well with players, and it's not a great look for the game overall. I'm sure those being compensated in Wuchang might feel a little bit different, and as much as I think this sucks, I can live without the additional armor and weapons, but I do think this might cause more issues moving forward. Now, the final segment of the announcement has a decent list of mostly performance and bug-related fixes, but we do have other mentions such as changes to enemy positions within levels, enemies having less hyper armor, whilst also having smarter AI, and I think what will likely be everyone's favourite is correcting the speed of getting up once being knocked down. Anyway, it's nice to see a rough outline of where the devs are at in terms of future updates and exactly what they entail, whilst it is also nice to see a little bit of transparency too. It's nothing compared to what we got from the devs over at Kazan, where they were quite literally having one-to-one chats with players about all manner of things, some not even Kazan related, but it would be unfair to compare any developers to this, as it is a practice currently not seen often within gaming. Or at least, I haven't seen it much myself. But it has been nice to announce good news for Wuchang. I'll be poised and ready for any future developments and intend to get them out a bit quicker than this one, but you can guarantee that if it's even remotely worth talking about, you'll definitely find it here. As a final little segment, folks, I wanted to make you all aware that the developers have stated over on some of the Steam reviews that weapons are being looked into directly. We have this exchange here where the main takeaway would be that the devs have said, we're actively reviewing feedback like yours around combat pacing and responsiveness. If you ever decide to jump back in after a patch or two, we'd love to hear if the improvements hit closer to your expectations. Thanks for the honest thoughts and for making us laugh a little too. Again, it's just simply nice to see the devs interacting with the reviews and vocalizing that they are working internally on improving the game. And in addition to this, I'm glad to announce that the Steam reviews for Wuchang have finally surpassed the 40-60 split in terms of percentage, which has allowed for Wuchang to sit at mixed instead of overwhelmingly negative. It'll be quite some time before this ever sees a positive rating, but I've no doubt that with time, the game will eventually make its way there. I've already spoken a lot about the tragedy of Wuchang's launch, so I won't do it for this video, but yeah, it's nonetheless nice to see, as someone who really enjoys the game. Anyway, that would be it for this one, folks. I'll be back over the coming days with more Wuchang, and I do of course have a range of guides and news videos on the channel already, so do feel free to stop on by and check things out. Otherwise, thanks for watching, folks, and until next time, peace.